rackety rappers and raps rapidly founder the rapid into the rapids and being rapping and rattling rattle riddles and ribbons into the sky. I'm a rebel feeling vividly right. You're vigorous, spinning right to the rhythm, widow to side eye. I am the killer in the grasses. I am the kid in the corner with the glasses. I am the specter, you should respect her. I don't expect the special, ain't special. I don't expect her. I'm just really glad I can say something. It's a blessing. Ain't no stress affecting my presence. But sometimes the pressure keep pressing. Worst keeps my impression impressed. That's the way to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate.
Boyfriend's got a cauliflower and I'm a... So sue me. Who are you, Judge Judy? Stacking the rubies. If life was a movie, then you could just call me the Goonies. You're not relevant.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Osweiler's Texans going up against Wilson Seahawks.
Man, it's raining.
What a surprise here. There's rain in Seattle. We're off to Century Link Field to link up with our broadcast team of Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, no trip to the Northwest is really complete without a little rain, and we're going to get plenty of it here at Century Link Field in Seattle. Tonight, we wrap up Week 11 with a good Monday nighter between the Houston Texans and the Seattle Seahawks. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
And that's definitely the way to get things started. That's the way it was drawn up in the locker room, in pregame, and everything. And they got it done right away, running the ball for a big game.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Here's Osweiler. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, they're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now it's Osweiler. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Offensive starters here. Wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins, a talented wide receiver.
And he's still looking for that ultimate recognition. He wants to be mentioned with the best receivers in the game. His numbers suggest that we should do so.
On third down, Miller. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down. On is Nick Novak now for the Texans field goal. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and it's now 3-0 Texans. So it's our visitors who make the first dent in the scoreboard.
I would have to catch up with the whole
on the initial drive of the ball game.
Yeah, it's hard to say who actually won that opening drive. On the one hand, anytime you come in as a road team and get an early lead, you're going to be thrilled.
Did you stop my recording for steps?
Deep in enemy territory as they did, and come away with only 3.
1 yard.
That's got to be a little bit of a disappointment.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Oh, the what?
Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd down following the run. They stay on the ground. Rolls again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. The starters for the Seahawks of Seattle on the offensive side. Charles, they could use a big game from Thomas Rawls.
And they really loved what they got out of him last year because an undrafted player is not supposed to give you nearly 6 yards a carry in production. And that's exactly what he did. They need a big game out of him, and they expect it.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
A running play for Rawls. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The defensive crew for the Texans. Here's a look.
Kyle Fuller is one of those new breed complete defensive backs. Eager to tackle, but a better cover man.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And left side here, it's Graham. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
There's good push to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point kicker. Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
The Seahawks, here's their defensive lineup.
When you say the name Richard Sherman, you get a wide variety of reactions. All I know is that when I watch him play, very few false steps, an excellent understanding of what offenses are trying to do.
2nd down now after the pass completion. And the back goes into motion. On 2nd down, here's Osweiler. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cliff Averill in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. 3rd and long. It's Osweiler. He's got time. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. Will Fuller was the intended target.
He had better position
And when all
down.
else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
The Texans send the punter out. Back deep for the Seahawks, the All-Pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. Now it's Lockett. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
10 yards still left on second down. Now Wilson on second down. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They're still in search of the first down after that last completion.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. And that is incomplete.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things?
Oh, my God. Really? What the fuck? Wide the fuck open. Wide open. Oh, my God. I can't believe that shit just happened to me. I cannot believe that shit just happened to me. Wide the fuck open, bro. That's what I be saying. Yo, where my fucking picks be coming from?
To get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down.
My picks be coming from bullshit.
It's been a struggle for them.
Straight up bullshit, yo. Wide open.
Told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
Damn! I'm so pissed off. Wide open, son.
On second down, Rawls. And a loose football. Rawls loses it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Following the fumble recovery, it's Osweiler. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. A big-time play there for the Texans. 51 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield. Those guys made that play possible.
First carry now for Tyler Irvin. And he'll push his way up to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
They come up in an offset eye. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets them up first and goal. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going at quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
That was my fault. I should have put up inside earlier.
Every quarterback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
On second down, here's Miller. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And it's 3rd down and goal from the 4. Here's Miller. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now Wilson on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Second down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Wilson again to Rawls. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window. They've got to...
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howell. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Now Osweiler on second down. He's going to
Oh my God! Wow! Wow!
For a big play through the air on second down, couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Osweiler to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
It's a bit of a dangerous part of the field for him to break it.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Texans will add on to their lead. They come out here in the eye. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Brock Osweiler, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Texans will extend.
I ain't gonna lie, your user is the shit. That's why I gotta be very careful with your ass. Don't want the ball. One false move.
Now it's
no back on. He'll send this one away
following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively.
Why the fuck nobody was there? Didn't nobody try to tackle this man? Nobody tried to tackle this man. Madden needs to fix that shit. Madden needs to fix that shit. Because it's not cool. Madden needs to fix it. Because it's not cool.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
Madden needs to fix it. You don't sit there and you feel me, nobody in your area, and you see the quarterback running out the fucking pocket. You don't sit there and look fucking stupid. You run with that man.
You let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The fuck you sitting there looking stupid for?
On second down, Wilson. And left side here, it's Graham. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
What is you sitting there for, man? What is you sitting there for?
Don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Shit burns me the fuck up.
Drive there, he hits the reliable target. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now a play fake here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Merciless in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Now Wilson on second down. They set up the screen to Rawls. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete.
And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. It's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
You can take advantage of these fucking linebackers you got on the fucking
They're
field.
playing press coverage.
What the fuck I'm gonna do, matter of fact? Take advantage of that shit.
He'll get it running right. And some room to maneuver. Lamar Miller past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
Time to step aside. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. 3rd down here.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receiver. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney Merciless. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Taken from just outside the 30. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
No, you're down far, yo. You took the line back.
Press coverage look defensively. A first down carry now for Miller. That's going to go as... And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here.
Bring all your people down again.
Now let's go.
All right.
All right, now look at 56.
About to bomb your ass right over the fucking top.
In motion is Fedorowicz. Now Osweiler on 2nd down. And
oh, Brock!
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Third and long, it's Osweiler.
No! Hopkins! No! No! Oh, Hopkins, you had it in your hands. You got 99 catch in traffic. 99. You got 99, yo.
And this will carry out of bounds.
You got 99 catch in traffic, bruh.
Like. Here come the Seahawks set to take over on offense. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Weak ass slant.
That's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed
I could
guys.
shut it down,
like
but I'm not
huge 6'6"
I don't want
target
to.
that they've got it in.
Let you get the yards, yo.
It reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top
Come on, you
shelf
fucking with
where the
Andre
kids
Hall,
can't get
dude.
it.
Come on
Tyler
now.
Lockett was the target there. And now it's second down.
I like the boldness, and I like
try
that they took a shot downfield, but it was well
try,
covered.
bruh.
He was able to get a hand in.
Good try, bruh.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Second and 10. It's Wilson again.
Woo! Good fucking catch.
They practice this
Good
all week.
catch.
Pretty clear it paid off there. Threw it downfield, made it look relatively easy.
And it always comes a little bit easier when you've practiced it and tuned things up and you're confident in what you're doing now. They felt very, very good about their plan, and we saw the execution because the confidence of the players was there.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down, surveying the field. He's going to look deep down the field.
Come on, don't test me, yo. Don't test me. Don't fucking test me deep. What are you doing? Don't test me, bruh. Don't fucking test me.
Not a whole lot of time left.
Fuck,
What do you think,
don't
Charles?
ever test me deep,
To
yo.
try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a
Fucking
big way.
hitting me,
go
yo.
ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Strong grabs it over the middle. And down he'll go at the 25. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball.
Boy, you lucky as shit he got off his block.
Top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front, as we send you cross country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report. Here's Larry Ridley. Novak out now to kick this one away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because We often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Yeah,
they're going to hurry back to the line now.
There we go.
Back to the ground on first. Again, it's Rolls.
Yeah, you wasn't getting there, did I, bro? Hey, check my run.
They'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run,
and he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
A long way to go for the offense here on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete. Here's John Ryan now as he's on to punt for Seattle. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. A look at the offense now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Now a handoff to Miller.
Oh, you fucking lucky you fucking got there, bruh. You lucky shit you got there.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. They come up in an offset eye. They'll run it with a fullback crunch. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it.
No, come on, yo. Hold on to the fucking ball.
Contact is going to be strong. That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch.
Hold on to the ball, man.
Instead of making the catch first and then taking
That's all. That's all I want you to do, baby.
NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now it's Osweiler. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans continue to pour it on. Novak to tack on the extra point. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Rolls the lone man in the backfield. Now Wilson finding time, eluding the pressure right. And he's brought down after a good gain. Give him 22 on that one. And it's good enough for a Seattle first.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Lockett the man in motion. Now Wilson on first down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Andre Howe. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting back to
bitch.
Why would you change anything?
Rock, you got to lay them on them.
Presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side.
Green, 39, Detroit!
Second and 10 now. Osweiler. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jim Reed, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Osweiler, he's got time in the pocket. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. It's a pickup of 21. And that'll be good.
Now let this bum get fucking fun.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Same weak-ass concept, boy. Same weak-ass concept.
Wilson going to give to Rolls. And this has been a
well, we hustle to the ball. Sure. We hustle to the ball here in Houston. We hustle. We hustle, boy.
Ardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
What are you talking about? We hustle.
Built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. Going to throw deep for the
What are you talking about? You get no touchdown over here. You get no touchdown.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And this time he's got the...
What are you talking about, boy?
The Seahawks go...
I was ready for that double slash shit.
Texans defense stands tall. And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they
Why the fuck they keep making me throw it like that, yo? Throw it downfield. What are you doing? Throw it the fuck downfield. Like, every time Sherman on him, it's like he got him beat, and then next thing you know, they making his fucking route go the opposite way. What the fuck are you doing?
2nd and 10. It's Osweiler again. Gets it to Strong. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They'll throw on 1st down with Osweiler. He's got time. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Texans add on. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the number one thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Fresh set of downs here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Flush to his right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
But, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable. I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean. They can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. It's on the left side by Baldwin. And he'll be down deep in Houston territory.
Speed out route. That speed boost.
On the catch and run. 38 yards.
That speed boost.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. Here's Wilson to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Oh, defense tied out this bitch because I've been whooping your ass.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Another pistol look here. Throwing is Wilson. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Wilson being chased out left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Andre Howe. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Again, it's Miller. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit. Even though I'm not rooting for either team, that was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Here's a give to Miller. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves to James.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Now Miller, he's had a big workload here tonight. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll toss it to Miller. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Right back to Urban. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jaron Reed in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Halfback sent in motion. 3rd and long. It's Osweiler. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody has that ability, they want them on their team.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you'll only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense. The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
We saw that indeed, picking up the first.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
All right, here we go.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Shift together here from the D-line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come out here in the eye. Now a 20th carry of the game for Lamar Miller. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Here we go. 339. Detroit. All right, now look at this.
Play action. Now Osweiler. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. They get 9 yards. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the seemingly endless drive continues. Miller, the lone setback.
Detroit. Watch it now, Barney.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Here we go now.
They'll run it again with Miller. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And Graham's got it over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment. And to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Miller, the lone setback. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now a handoff here to his running back. A strong running. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down. A nickel look by Seattle on 3rd down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Seattle.